Woo! Leafs win again, baby. That's 2 in a row. And in honor of the Leafs' first win streak of the season, we're going streaking. Woo!
Okay, dude, I want to start making the video. Have you seen my jersey? Oh, that's gross. Leafs win! I'm saying that in back-to-back videos. 5-1 against the Detroit Red Wings in what was a game of firsts. First time they've had consecutive wins. First time they've won at home. First time they've had more points in the win column than the overtime loss column. First goal for Phil Kessel as a Leaf. First goal for Wayne Primo as a Leaf. And the Leafs score first for just the second time this year.
Say that 3 times fast.
Another interesting thing regarding the Wings, the Leafs beat them in their only meeting this year. They beat them in their only meeting last year, and if I'm not mistaken, they beat them in their only meeting 2 years ago too, did they not? 3-2 in overtime, I think?
Whatever, Leafs, I'll just dry my tears with my cup rings. Ooh, that's a good point. But the Leafs got a good 2 points, yeah!
I'm deliriously tired. Cheers. Here's the thing about the last few games for the Leafs. Because Don Cherry said something along the lines of,
I told you these guys would get better because they're toasted and toasted tastes better.
And yeah, even though fans were pessimistic because the Leafs were losing so much, they didn't think they would stay that bad all year. If they'd stayed that bad, they'd be on par with some of the worst teams in NHL history. And he got a little mad that some Leafs fans were so hard on the team. But 1 win in your first 9 games, 1-7-1, that sucks. And with all the expectations and all the hype coming out of the summer, the fans felt a little bit jaded after the slow start. Some of them took it a little too far. But those fans who didn't, for example, throw crap on the ice, deserve to be mad. That being said, I love your show. But looky at the Leafs now. They have a 7-game point streak going, and they've won 2 straight. They have 10 points in their last 7 games. But while the Leafs are sprinting this part of the marathon, they're still 29th in the pack. And if they keep going at this pace, they'll catch up, but they're pretty far back.
You're all about the analogies.
You don't even know what analogy means.
What?
Something that's very different in the Leafs' recent success and their early season struggles, goaltending. And here's the thing, a lot of fans are saying Toskala sucks. I don't think Toskala sucks, but at the same time, you look at his stats, he's playing some of the worst hockey of his life. And while Joey McDonald is a pretty decent option when you're in a bind, he's probably not the kind of guy who's going to carry you to the playoffs on his back. Oh, he'll do fine if you provide him with the defense, but at the beginning of the season, they weren't doing that. And Gustafsson, well, he just doesn't care because he preys on the souls of forwards. Oh, really? Really, Red Wings? Because all I heard was glove save. 35 saves on 36 shots. The Wings really outshot the Leafs tonight. But Gustafsson coming through, and he's providing that kind of stand-on-your-head goaltending that you need to get into the playoffs. And fans know, there's a few pretty poor teams out there that are doing very well because they're getting excellent goaltending. Likewise, there's a few good teams that aren't getting anywhere because they're getting rotten goaltending. In the last video, I said Gustafsson wears number 50 because he's half man, half amazing, but he also wears it because goaltending really is 50% of the battle. And one last quick thing I want to talk about, Luke Schenn. Now, last night, Schenn was a +2 and played over 18 minutes. And that's great, because I'm going to say something not a lot of Leafs fans want to admit. He hasn't been very good this year. And fans don't want to admit that because Schenn faltering is a Leafs fan's worst nightmare. People throwing around terms like franchise player, future captain of this team. And then at one point during the season, they were writing articles about benching him. Still getting into a bit too much penalty trouble, but at the same time, he's played pretty well and much better over the last few games. And speaking of improvement, Mikhail Grabovski won 9 out of 12 faceoffs last night. Who's been working with this guy? He has very quietly put up 12 points in 15 games. Komisarek has improved too, but he left last night's game with injury. Let's hope he's okay. Same goes for Justin Williams of the Wings. If you didn't see the replay, don't bother. It's gross, man. Just a really weird play that, no. But guys, 2 wins in a row. 7-game point streak. 10 points in 7 games. Optimist? Pessimist? Let me know how you're feeling. Peace.